Order in the court. My name is Judge Banana Peppers, and I would like to start this case by welcoming everybody here. This is case number 1 of is hot dog a sandwich? This is an extremely important topic to me and my peers, and I would like to present our prosecution. Please, I'd like to invite Lowkey to the stand. Hello?
Sorry, I'm having difficulties.
Okay, prosecute. Do your thing.
Alright. Okay. Wait, do I prosecute him now? Like,
No,
publicly?
you just claim what you want to claim first.
Oh, okay. I, Lowkey, I don't even know, hereby proclaim, who am I? It's Jayson, right? I hereby proclaim Jayson is a bitch-ass fuck nigga.
That is not what you say, young man.
Shut up. Bitch, shut up.
I'm the goddamn judge. You listen to me when I'm fucking talking.
You're right. I'm sorry, daddy. Okay. Anyways, Jayson has done something terribly wrong to our society. Done something awful. He has done nothing but hurt the people in this world. Can I get jury member to speak up? We love Franks, right? We love Franks. Let them know it. Tell them. Tell the crowd.
I love Frank. I love Franks. I love.
We love Franks. You love Franks. Everybody loves Franks. And Jayson has done something so disrespectful.
What has he
to
done?
The world of Franks.
Talk to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am prosecuting Jayson on the account of calling a hot dog a sandwich. You disgusting little slimy greedy bastard.
Lowkey, you may quiet down now. Thank you. I would like to invite defense Jayson to the stand. Please unmute your mic.
Can we put on pause for
What the
dealing with something right now?
Can I get a penalty?
A penalty? Yeah,
avoiding
I'll
me.
tax him like $5 after this.
Okay.
It's gonna be sent to my invoice.
Nigga unmuted to giggle. Shut your bitch ass up.
Only you mute right now. This is my court case.
You're doing a pretty bad job at judge, bro. They talking shit.
So you think a hot dog is a sandwich, correct?
Possibly.
Those are your beliefs?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay, shut up. You can mute yourself now. I would like to bring back the prosecutioner. Lowkey, you may speak.
First of all, I got my nigga Choppa. That's my ride or die. My nigga, I've known him for 13 and a half
know
years
you.
of my life.
Shut up!
Brother right there, he gonna be defending me as
Yo.
yo, who the fuck is this? Judge, can you object his ass?
Yeah, can both of you shut the fuck up? The jury is not supposed to be speaking right now.
Alright, so now we're ready to get to the statistics, alright? Choppa, unmute that mic right now. I need you to back me up on this. Family, you're my ride or die, my witness. Like, you were there when this happened, right? I need you.
I was in the place that it all went down.
Me and back in 06, we went to Timmy Tough Knuckles Tomfoolery Cookout, and we was ready to get a hot dog. And here's what happened. We go up to the grill. We take a glick off the grill. We put the glick in between the bun, and we rub some sauce on the glick. Now, we have a Frank, and we're ready to devour. Me and him, we're cheers. We got the Franks in our mouth. We're having a good time eating these glicks.
Mm-hmm.
And a little girl comes up to us, all innocent, all sweet. She goes, "Can I have some of your sandwich?" You know what I did? I smacked her. I smacked the fuck out that little girl. And that's not disrespect. And it's really not, because she called what I had in my hand a sandwich. And my evidence that it is not a sandwich is not me smacking the little girl. I just wanted you to,
Okay,
I just wanted
prosecutioner.
to share that.
Prosecutioner, shut up for a second. Choppa, did this happen?
I can confirm 100% it happened.
This happened. He slapped the shit out of a little girl.
The life out of her. I think she aged a few years.
Okay, prosecutioner, you may continue.
Anyways, so I ain't telling that story because I care about the Franks. I'm telling that story because I wanted to let you know I slapped the little girl. But, as well, you have to take into consideration, how can a hot dog be a sandwich? Listen, I understand it is a piece of meat between two other pieces of bread. But wait, that's the thing. What makes a sandwich is that it's something between two pieces of bread. A hot dog is one piece of bread cut open. And there's more reasons as to why it's not a sandwich. The toppings you put on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't put ketchup on no sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's plenty of reasons that a hot dog cannot be a sandwich. But the main reason that a hot dog cannot be a sandwich is because it is not between two pieces of bread. It is not between a sub roll. It is between one piece of bread cut into two, and it's lathered up in sauces that you would never put on a sandwich. Not to mention, the toppings you put on a hot dog are never the same as a sandwich. You're telling me you're gonna put some cold red onions on your hot dog? Nigga, get out. Get out. No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't ever tell me you are, okay? So, just want to let you know before I dip out that the only reason Jayson thinks it's a sandwich is because it was his daughter I smacked the fucking.
I'm gonna call up Dragon. See, I know this guy since since we were still pissing our pants when we were younger. I knew this guy. Okay.
Really?
Sure. I live a country away from him. I've never seen him, but I know him.
Word.
What do you call it? Spiritually, I know this guy.
Dragon, do you agree with this?
Native, mind, and soul, everything like this. Do you agree with this?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Cool.
Begin.
So, one day, I was walking around. Okay. Walking around my good old Street. Okay. That is where I live. You can double check the facts. Do we need to confirm this, or may I move on?
No, I believe you.
Okay. So, me and Dragon were walking around, and we see these guys pull up. Who are these guys? Opposing Street. Ew. Fucking thugs. We don't like these guys. We're grade A white rich assholes. Get these guys the fuck out of here. Am I right, Dragon? Okay.
Yeah.
So, these guys approach us, and they got hot dogs in their hands, right? And they're walking around, and they're like, look at these hot dogs. They're talking like thuggy and shit, and I say, whoa, that's a good sandwich right there. Can I have a piece? You know what this guy does?
What does he do?
You know what this fucking inconceivable. This is not a sandwich, and this just sparked my hatred towards people that don't consider hot dogs as a sandwich. Let's think about it here. I wasn't really listening to the prosecution, but I heard a few things. Okay? So, he claims that the bread you use to put on a hot dog is technically one piece of bread split in two.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't recall, when I go to the grocery store, now this could be because I go to Canadian grocery stores. This could be a whole thing. But when I see the hot dog bread, it's usually two pieces, or I get the sub type shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all don't put mustard on your sandwiches. I feel some people don't like you don't put mustard on your sandwich. You don't put maybe relish on your sandwich. Ketchup you put on your sandwich. We all call hamburgers.
Defense. Relax. Witness Dragon.
I'm relaxed.
Do you put mustard on your sandwich? Yes or no? Dragon.
No.
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 Do you put ketchup on your sandwich?
No.
Do you put ketchup on your burger?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's your witness.
No, never mind. No, I've known this guy in my life. I've never seen this man in my life. Let's just let's take a step back.
Okay.
What? Do we all judge? Do you agree that a burger is a sandwich?
I do.
Yeah. Do you put ketchup on your burger?
I do.
Okay. So, why, when we put ketchup on our hot dogs, that's a big selling point that it's not a sandwich?
That's a great point.
But a burger. See, that's an amazing point.
All right. Defense.
Judge, come over here. Let me give you a smooch.
Oh, all right.
Come here.
This is getting really.
Tell me when you're here.
I'm here.
Tell me when you're here.
Dragon, you may mute yourself.
No.
I'm here.
When you're close to your screen. You're on your screen?
I'm right next to my screen. Yep.
Yeah, put your cheek up to the screen now.
It's up to the screen.
Get back to that seat of yours now.
Okay.
Get over there, naughty
Defense,
boy.
you may mute yourself.
Hold on. Come back quickly. Go back to the screen.
Yeah, I'm back to the screen.
Back to the screen.
I'm back to the screen.
Come back.
I'm back.
Turn around. Turn
Yeah.
around.
Okay. All right, jury members. Jay, you may all unmute yourself. I need you all to weigh in on this, one at a time. We may begin with. How do you feel?
I'm gonna be honest. So far, after hearing, I believe that they're both making some very strong points. You know, and I think as of right now, I'm leaning more towards side.
Okay.
I just think he's been saying some things that Jayson just can't make counter arguments against right now.
Okay.
And I'm really interested to see how this case goes further.
Okay. You may sit down. Jury member, you may speak.
Okay, so we're ignoring the fact that Lowkey just slapped the shit out of a little girl. Are we ignoring that?
Don't worry about it. It's important to the case.
So we're okay. So I don't know. I feel like I don't even like mustard. So I feel like I don't have a say in that. Ketchup. I feel like a dime. Not even a dime, a penny. Ketchup on my stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a sandwich? Yes or no? Do you agree with Jayson? Or Lowkey?
I think I'm agreeing with Jayson.
Okay. You may mute yourself. Jury member Jay, please come up to the stand and speak.
Hello.
Do you agree with the case that a hot dog is a sandwich presented by Jayson? Or do you agree with Lowkey, it is not a sandwich? Speak.
Kind of on the fence. I feel like both made really strong arguments.
You're impartial, correct?
But I feel like it's not. Yeah, I feel like it's just not morally acceptable that he mauled the shit out of a little girl. And but you know, I feel like I resonate with Jayson's passion against it. You know,
Okay.
I feel like he's just really persuasive. I feel like he's doing things that that Lowkey hasn't yet. But I feel like Lowkey's diehard opinion on it just feels like how strongly I can feel this fighting spirit. Like how the girl felt his fighting spirit about that sandwich, and I feel like I'm a little bit more drawn to Jayson now.
Okay, I understand. You may be.
I don't know. I'll have to wait further.
Okay. So far, this court case is heating up. We have one for Lowkey and one for Jayson, and one undecided vote. Both of you may unmute. Jayson, Lowkey, please unmute. Say hello.
Hello, Your Honor.
Please conversate with each other quickly. Just don't get too aggressive.
Okay. You go first.
All right. Jayson, I like you. I like your passion for what you do. I think me and you would have been great friends. But there's a reason I said would have and could have. Because listen, there's one thing that you just don't seem to understand. This is not about whether a hot dog is truly a sandwich or not. This is life or death, Jayson. Listen to me. When I clobbered the fuck out of that little girl, I didn't want to do it. Trust me. I didn't want to touch that little girl. But what happened was her utter disrespect towards the saying grace of a friend. You sitting here against me is just not acceptable in my eyes and never will be. You're disobeying what nature defines as law. You're breaking the laws of the world by calling a hot dog a sandwich. And to all of those who think Jayson
Prosecutor,
is persuasive,
please calm down. Please
he's
calm down.
nothing but a fraud.
Please calm down. Please. Relax.
Judge, I am calm. But my calm, when it comes to this topic, is a raging water.
Okay.
Because of how passionate I am.
All right, I think your turn's up.
Your turn's up.
I want to keep things respectful and family friendly in this court, okay?
Yep.
But when I have such a passionate but raging young man over here, it just makes me think, God, where did it all go wrong? I think that your utter disrespect towards such opinions, especially to that little girl and her family, which will probably never see her face to like it was normal again because of how you absolutely mauled it. I think you should be locked up in a cage. I think we should switch this court case around, turn it on the flip side, and I think I should prosecute you for hurting that little girl.
Defense, please.
See,
please calm
see,
down.
ladies
Please,
and gentlemen,
but
listen to
please.
this. No. Shh. Listen to this. He wants to take away from what's really the problem here
Okay,
and make it about that
defense.
little girl.
Relax.
The problem here is that you hurt.
Calm down. You calm the fuck down.
Right.
Both of you mute. Mute immediately. Jason, please mute. Witness Dragon. Witness Choppa. Please unmute your mics.
Yes, sir.
Talk
Your
amongst
Honor.
yourself. How do you feel about this court case?
I'm feeling pretty good, but I would just like to, take a second to defend Lowkey. So, as you know, hot dogs, they all have sausages, right?
They do.
So, that means that theoretically, I've never tried this. I would never want to try this, but theoretically, you could, place it somewhere for like other reasons than eating, right? Okay.
Okay.
But that takes, by calling it a sandwich, that takes away all its meaning, all its purpose, all of its philosophy.
Witness Dragon.
Slap that little girl because he wanted to make sure that she was not disrespectful for anyone who believed in that belief.
Okay.
So I would just like to, say that.
Okay. Dragon, how do you feel about this court case?
It's not good.
Okay.
I
You
feel
may-
like it's getting sidetracked.
Sidetracked. All right. You may both mute your mics. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, yeah, I agree with my fellow juror Dragon. I feel like the topic has got a little bit sidetracked, but
Deviated.
even though a lot Lowkey was defending the respect, like he just was doing out of respect for like the laws of the world and how she was breaking them. I don't think that that excuses her fucking him fucking he fucked her face up like that. You should have seen the pictures. I don't think that that justifies him
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't think that justifies him mauling her beyond fucking.
Would you like to weigh in?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't think that
Can I
justifies
say-
her from mauling him.
Say.
Can I say?
Say it.
Okay. Although I do believe that Lowkey is in the wrong for slapping the shit out of a little girl to the point where she's unrecognizable.
I think this is getting
Face
really
is pretty
sidetracked.
fucked up, Judge. You should see it.
I do also believe Jayson is not all innocent.
Okay.
I do recall him saying something about being a superior white and not liking black people or something. Do we recall that? Or is it just
I
me?
do recall this.
Yep.
I feel like the argument has gone too far out of of what it originally was. We're overextending. I think we should just keep it where it's supposed to be. You know,
Okay.
I feel like his racism is unwarranted.
Okay. Thoughts?
I'm gonna be honest. At the beginning I said I was more on side.
I did.
I believe that he's still making some good points, but also after hearing more about his violent tendencies, I feel like how can I trust him as a judge? How do I know his word is good after slapping the shit out of a little girl? I feel like this is just something that would really ruin your character and your reputation, and it's working for me.
Okay.
That's all.
You may unmute. Prosecutioner, Lowkey, you may unmute your mic and make your second point. Why is a hot dog not a sandwich?
See, I fully believe with what everybody has said, and I've come to realize this case has been made up of too much that isn't relevant. And I need to stop worrying on the past. We need to move on from how I absolutely disconfigured that little girl's face into bits and pieces, and we need to move to the future. Let's stop thinking about the past. Sure, I've made mistakes, and sure, the violence could be seen as unnecessary, but it was the heat of the moment. And I just want to let you guys know that I am taking this case seriously. And so now I shall give some reasoning, not just a sad backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I bring the point. Well, yes, you can put ketchup on a sandwich. You could put mustard on a sandwich. You can put anything you put on a hot dog on a sandwich. But think about it like this. You have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Can you put peanut butter and jelly on a hot dog? I didn't think so. You have a hamburger with...
Debatable.
What do you think? What do you... okay.
I think that you're pretty fucking gross if you do that. I'm just saying.
Okay. Jurors, please.
I respect you to the most, but I would love to continue my prosecution against
Please
Jayson
continue
Bitch ass.
prosecution.
Okay. You got a hamburger, right? Are you gonna slap down a slice of, like... What do you put on hamburgers that wouldn't go good on a hot dog? Pickles? Like pickles, like not like relish. Relish is fine, but like just like solid pickles on your dog.
Okay.
Not about that, no.
Okay.
No, not like onions, or like you wouldn't really stick a tomato on a dog. It's not just about what you can put on a sandwich from a hot dog. It's the things that you can't interchange them. You can't take from a sandwich and put it on a dog. You can't put something from a dog onto a sandwich. They're not interchangeable. Listen, if you give me 2 completely different cold cut deli sandwiches, I can switch the main meat and it would still be acceptable to eat. Like a turkey cold cut, or a chicken breast cold cut, or a ham cold cut. You could switch those, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna put a hot dog on it. No, you're not gonna do that. You can have a hamburger.
You just left.
In order for something to be a sandwich, it has to be similar to other sandwiches. A hot dog is an extra prolation outside of the usual, and you can't fit it in just because it wants to be. Okay? It's too big and girthy and round and long. You just can't. Alright?
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
What are we talking
Oh,
about?
he's back.
Oh,
He's back. Everybody shut up.
I'm so sorry for these
No
technical.
worries.
Just continue on. Continue on.
No
Who's
worries.
anti-Suki?
All right, defense. Make your second point. Why is a hot dog a sandwich?
Okay, so I also agree that this court case has gone a little offhand with the racism and the little girl. Whatever. Let's just get back on topic. Let's just steer on topic. Okay.
I understand.
What you're doing here is very smart, but it's also very dangerous. Okay. So you state that you can't like replace anything on a like you said you can't put tomatoes on a hot dog, whatever. But if I'm not wrong, when I looked on the Discord chat, I saw that my fellow friend uploaded some evidence of a peanut butter hot dog.
Did he? Juror.
Interesting.
Would you like to become a witness currently?
I would like to come up and speak
As a witness?
upon this.
Hi,
Yes.
how you doing? How we doing?
Speak.
I didn't mean to interfere at all. You know, I was just I was just listening and doing my job. And
This
I
is
heard
quite
the
interesting
prosecutor.
evidence-wise.
Yeah, I heard the
It is.
prosecutor say something, and I just thought I had to check for myself.
You had to weigh in? I understand.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Please continue.
Sorry, I kind of zoned out. I wasn't paying attention. That's it.
all.
That's it. Okay. And I heard that we can't put tomato on hot dogs too. I'm sure the Italians are doing some shit out there with the tomatoes. You can probably search it up. I feel like these statements just aren't right. Anyone can put anything they want on a hot dog. Like, we all have our own opinions, like with the whole hot dog and sandwich thing is one, but like, let's say, like, fuck it. I want to put mayonnaise and spaghetti on my hot dog. That doesn't make me a criminal, does it? Because if it does, you're morally fucking wrong. Okay? That's gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Like I wrap up a hot dog.
Okay. Thank you, defense. You made it
Was that cool? Was that cool?
That was very cool.
Yeah. Alright, thanks.
Please,
Thanks.
please.
Come here. No, come here.
Yeah. Okay. One more. Just go for it. Oh, thank you.
Can I object to that shit? Why are you kissing up on that nigga?
He my cousin. I'm allowed to do that.
Hey,
He's my cousin. We're actually blood related.
Mr. Judge, I feel like I like like it's pretty illegal. Like the fact that he's trying to win you over by
He's not winning me
using,
over.
like,
Nothing's happening.
prosecution.
So it's actually not, because
Underhanded tactics are actually like forbidden in the court because you swear to make an oath.
I think maybe
I feel like
maybe he's not doing enough. You know?
no, but
I apologize.
okay, Mr. Judge, I have one more thing to say.
You
that
can
pertains to
speak
this,
in a minute.
Order in the fucking court.
Order in the court, young man,
He's not even.
or I will
court.
kill your
Okay.
family tonight. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It seems that I've made a lapse in my judgment by letting him win me over. This will not continue. Since the witnesses did not have a say in the
Wait,
case,
I do. I just couldn't.
you are not a
unmute
witness. Shut
for
up.
some reason.
Witnesses and jurors, you may all unmute.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. This might be a hot take. And it might just be me and my family. But I do put tomatoes on my hot dog. As a Mexican, I do.
Very interesting.
I put.
Very
I-
To be honest, I've never personally done it myself, but I can't lie and say I've never seen it done.
Very interesting.
Okay. I put mayonnaise and tomato on my hot dog.
Okay.
And this one time, I even put Chick-fil-A sauce on my hot dog.
Interesting.
It was
Interesting.
fire. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Your Honor, I would like to say something.
Speak.
So, hot dogs, right? You can like put tomatoes on them. You can put peanut butter on them. But the main difference
Ew.
between what I've witnessed, right,
Go for it.
is hot dogs always have a elongated sausage.
I object, actually. Oh, wait, no.
I've never seen a sandwich with an elongated sausage.
Quite interesting. That's a great point. Would the other witnesses like to
But, like,
testify?
subs, they're long.
They're pretty long, but
Hey, okay, I
But-
object. So look, my point is, you know how you consider a hamburger a burger, like like you consider that like a sandwich, right?
Got it.
Okay, without the bun, do you call that a sandwich still? Do you call what do you call it without the buns? Exactly. So a hot dog, but a hot dog is still called a hot dog without being inside of a bun.
Okay.
You still
would
call it
like
a
to
hot
speak?
dog? Do you call it?
I would say without it being a bun, I would call it a sausage.
Very-
People
Arguably.
still call it hot dogs without it being
Okay.
inside the sandwich.
Or wait. Okay, if you're bringing up the burger argument, people call plain burger patties burgers, and they also call a fully made constructed burger a burger.
Mhm. Interesting.
They call it a patty.
Sorry,
Proof of this stuff. We have
What?
a
No.
juror who called it a patty. It has a name though. A hot dog without a sandwich doesn't have a name.
Each of my jurors and witnesses, you will now decide whose side you are on, and we will tally up the votes again. Who do you pick?
I am holding my faith, and I believe that the winner of this case is Jayson.
Okay. Choppa, speak. Who do you pick?
I would like to say I'm being completely unbiased here, and due to his very various amounts of evidence ejected, I would like to say that I am with Lowkey.
Okay. Thank you. Dragon, who do you pick?
Jayson.
Okay. Thank you. Jay, who do you pick? Did you just fucking gulp in my courtroom?
I picked Lowkey.
Good. Finally,
We have one more. We have a tiebreaker.
who do you pick?
Oh my god.
Wait.
Nope.
What?
Shut your mouth.
Judge, I have an
Shut
idea.
your mouth.
No, I have an idea. Listen, I have a proposal.
What's your proposal? Speak.
For the tiebreaker, me and Jayson have 30 seconds to convince on both of our
Aw.
sides.
Okay. I
Why
allow
do I
it.
have to do last?
Both of you unmute. I don't care if you speak over each other.
Jason,
Make
Jason,
your
Jason,
words
I want you to
known.
go first. I want you to go first and take your 30 seconds, and I'll take mine after. Okay?
Okay, Judge, just count me down. Just count me down, Judge.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay. So, what the fuck do I say? I feel like for most of this court case, you have been on my side, from what I've gathered and collected. And I just want to make a few points with how you said your own family and tomatoes on your hot dogs. So, if I put mayonnaise and tomatoes on a sandwich, is that like now a hot dog or like a sandwich? I don't know. And
Defense,
let's
please
say
stop
for a
talking.
sub,
It is over.
that was 30. No way, that was 30 seconds.
That was
like
I
5.
timed it. No, I timed
That
it.
was like 3.
I'm not even joking. All right.
That was like maybe 2.
Defense, please mute yourself.
Okay.
Prosecutioner, I will
Count me
count
down, Judge. Count me down.
3, 2, 1, begin.
But listen, I know you're upset I slapped the shit out that little girl and she constructed her face. But listen, I didn't mean it. I apologize for it. And here's what I like to say. A hot dog is not a sandwich because without a bun, it is just still a hot dog. A hot dog is a hot dog whether you like it or not. It's always going to be a glitch regardless of the bun, whether the way it's cooked. It'll always be a hot dog. A hot dog is its own thing, not a sandwich. You would never call a burger patty a sandwich, but you would call a burger a sandwich. You would call a hot dog either way and nothing else. Not a sub, not a sandwich, not anything else.
Prosecutioners, please stop talking. Thank you. You may unmute your mic. Make the final decision. Is a hot dog a sandwich, yes or no?
Okay, so I did like the way that Lowkey apologized for his previous actions.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make it right,
Mm-hmm.
but he did apologize.
Mm-hmm.
He apologized twice, or like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Jayson did not apologize once. He did not show remorse for being racist.
He did, but for like 2 seconds.
Wait, he did?
For 2
2
seconds in his second argument.
Why is she last, bro?
So, I don't know. I don't know why y'all put me last.
It's all randomly decided.
Anyways.
Just speak.
I think
Yeah.
Jayson's right.
I have gladly been your honorable judge, Banana Peppers. And it has been my absolute joy to hear out both sides of this argument. Is a hot dog a sandwich, yes or no? Jayson made some revolutionary points about Canadian hot dogs and how buns in Canada are just fucking strange, and how that may change the perception of what people deem a hot dog. And Lowkey made some great points after he slapped the shit out of a little girl and mangled her face by claiming that it is not justifiable that you can call something a hot dog when the ingredients do not qualify as the same. Jayson made another fantastic point, saying that you can actually customize a hot dog to your own will, and you can change it however you want. And Lowkey's response to that was to call him a bitch. I, as your honorable judge, would like to say, I think from all the evidence presented from witness Dragon and witness Choppa and the jury members and the points made by Lowkey and Jayson, a hot dog is a sandwich. Thank you.
No!
Amazing.
No! No, no, no,
Beautiful.
no, no, no.